Well, this is a pleasant surprise to have Caty McNally at our Credit One Tennis Channel desk. Caty, you look in tremendous shape. We haven't seen you for a little while on tour. You got to fill us in with what you've been up to,
Yeah.
but most importantly, you got to let us know when you're coming back because we cannot wait to see you back on the courts.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. Obviously, I wish I was here after a win, but this will have to do for now. Yeah, the last year has been really tough. It's not been the way that I wish it, would have been last year before French Open, hitting a career high of 54 in the world. I tore my hamstring before I played French Open, but unfortunately, as I was kind of getting back into shape, ready for grass season, my elbow was just not any better. We tried to go the conservative route, and that took a lot of time away from the game. But as I came back, beginning of this year, it wasn't right. I knew it wasn't right, and we were trying to avoid surgery as much as possible. And just talking to a lot of the players, and just surgery changes you, and you never know if it's going to be successful or not. It's scary, but as a team and just talking to the doctors, like, we felt like it was the best decision for me. And I'm happy with how everything's gone so far. It's obviously been a day-by-day thing. I think that's like the biggest thing I've learned just about like a major surgery like this, is that there's going to be good days and bad days, but it's all about showing up every day and like giving everything you can for that day. And yeah, as to coming back and like a date, we're just taking it again day by day. I don't want to like pressure myself into like a date and then feel like I have to like live up to that. I think I'm progressing really well, and I think everyone in my team would have to agree with that. So yeah.
Well, the brand of tennis that you play is so exciting to watch. So
Yeah.
whenever that date is ready, we cannot wait to hear and
Yeah.
be able to support you. When you do have this time away, though, of course,
Yeah.
it's difficult to be away from the sport you love
For
so
sure.
much. And as you mentioned, tremendous success that you were
Yeah.
having just 21 years old at 54 in the world. But there are probably a lot of other things that you continue to learn about yourself when you're away from the court.
Yeah.
What's that been like?
For sure. Well, I have been taking classes online for university, so I made sure I re-enrolled in a couple more classes, try to knock some out so I'm not as stressed on the tour when I'm doing tennis and school. I actually helped out with my mom as well. She runs a tennis program here in Cincinnati, so every Thursday I went and helped out with the kids and saw tennis from just like a different perspective. And I thought it was really cool just to like give back my time to those kids and give any sort of advice, like whether they're going through an injury, what I did at that age. Like, it was just really nice to be able to give back and inspire. Like, that's probably like one of the greatest things from this job, I would have to say, is like that really is like true fulfillment. I think just like seeing other kids inspired and wanting to pick up a racket, and like even coming out here doing some media appearances, some kids days, like seeing the smiles on those kids' faces, like I can't replicate that really doing anything else. So it's been really cool.
Well, that was the next thing that I was going to ask you. It's regardless in what capacity, it's such a pleasure to have you here at
Yeah.
the Cincinnati Open. I know you grew up around here. This
Yeah.
is literally your home tournament
Yeah.
that you've been coming to since you were a little kid.
Yeah.
What have you been involved in your
Yeah.
time this year?
Yeah, so I helped out with some of the kids' days, a couple sponsor events like Fifth Third, hanging out with the puppies. That's why like I literally have like dog fur on me basically, and like brown stuff on my shirt because the dogs were all over me earlier.
Cutest
But
puppies ever.
I can't complain.
Cutest
Like,
puppies
that's
ever.
the best appearance I've ever had to do is like hanging out with dogs. Yeah, so just some sponsor type things, coming and talking with you. Nothing too crazy. I've been practicing with a couple of the girls as well, just to kind of see where my game's at. There's still a long way to go, but hit with Anna, hit with Lauren Davis, and just some of my close friends on the tour. So that was nice.
How's the Caty McNally ball feeling weighing up against
Yeah.
the players who are playing?
It's funny. I actually feel like when I'm away from a while and I come back, like I almost like hit the ball better. I don't know if it's because I'm like not thinking or just kind of going out there with low expectations. So I don't really feel like I miss that part about it too much when I get back out on the court. Like, the ball's still coming off really well. For me, it's just all about like progressing. And I think that's the hardest thing also with like a recovery, is you can't rush it. You just have to take it step by step in a progression, because like the last thing you want to do is go too quick and get injured again. But yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting, and I'm gonna go to New York as well for a little bit and practice with some of the girls up there, and just kind of like expose myself in a different environment.
Will you be doing a little bit more of the media appearances and a few corporate events in New York as well?
I think I'll have a couple things I'll have to do, maybe like in the city and stuff. But for me, the most important thing is to just go out there and practice, and to get away. Like I've been here in Cincinnati for a while. Literally, my life has consisted of rehab, fitness, recovery, which it should be. But I think it'll be nice to just get away, do everything that I need to do, take care of the body, make sure I'm continuing to get strong, and then just like enjoy the city, go shopping maybe, things that you can't do here in Cincinnati.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you'll have a blast over there. It's such a blast for us to get to catch up with you, see all the wonderful things you've been doing, and I'm so glad the journey between getting hurt at that juncture and now has been the right kind of journey for you. And we just wish you all the very best of luck
Thank you.
and good health above all else.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.